Well, 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 if it isn't King Pano Chocolat the Compassionate of Sardinia. One of, I think, the most diplomatic and grandest of rulers. I mean, especially in this dynasty, right? Where yesterday we somehow managed to invite two emperors, the Caliph and the Pope, all to the same wedding. And what a wedding it was, huh? So, we now have alliances with like the Byzantine Emperor, right? So we've got Duke Geoffrey of Toulouse, the Basilius himself, and then Count Ludolf. We've got some pretty big military power, but on the subject of military power, a lot of people are saying that to become dynasty head, your rank, even though, of course, you know, we've technically got two kingdoms and blah, 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 that's kind of irrelevant because these people have more troops than us. So because this lady here has, you know, 4,300, she is allowed to become the house head, which is very frustrating, and I think something that today we are going to make a change of. Because that way, if we become the house head, we have obviously got all of that in our back pocket. We can actually drive the dynasty and the renown in the direction we want instead. More importantly, this character here, King Pano Chocolat, the Compassionate, the Intelligent, the organizer, more importantly, is going to be the one to hopefully bring about that combination Sardinian French culture. We're at 31% of the 40 acceptance that we need, so really, what is it, 0.4 per year, right? So it'll take us quite a while. Is it 0.4 a year or month? 0.84 per year. So really a decade, and we can set that up pretty well. I think that gives us control over pretty much everything we want control over, right? The dynasty, the islands, our people, our culture. That, in turn, will let us build all the fancy stuff that we're currently not able to build because we don't have windmills. So, I did a little tidying up. I made sure we had enough knights and you know, demanded payments from the people we had that, and just kind of did all the stuff behind the scenes. I'll focus today, then. Let's make Pano Chocolat a unifier of the Karling house, the Karling people. Let's put it back under our control. And then, of course, all our focus goes on Prince Biscotti, genius and rowdy. At the age of 7, he has 12 martial. This kid I have very, very high hopes for. So then, did we not become friends with, like, we became friends with the Basilius. I don't know why I thought we became friends with the HRE as well, but I think that we started down that route, didn't we? So let's go ahead and unpin all of them now, because we've dealt with that one, right? Now, that was Creme Brulee's husband? I don't remember. Creme Caramel is married to Gorge de Lagerie, Duke of someone's son. Yeah, that's right, they were married matrilineally, bizarrely enough. So we're keeping Genius in the tree, and we've got Robust potentially coming in. And she's already pregnant. So this could be some very nice stuff. Dynasty's going well, basically. So I guess we'll bide our time a little bit. We've got an alliance with the Duke Meringue II of Pisa. That's quite funny. Yeah, no, I think we'll just keep focusing on building up this round, making it as good as possible, right? And I'm going to sing, because right now we're somewhat limited in terms of technology for building the fancy stuff, we'll build up our military force, and it's going to be my first port of call, and then hopefully in the background, while all that's going on, we can get the dynasty under our control, and then obviously build up the other stuff too. Friendly council I want to move down to. I think we'll start just going down through Patriarch. I think this character's very appropriate for a Patriarch if we're going to become the guy back in charge of the dynasty and also take control over our culture. So that'd be quite nice. We can ask the Pope for claims. The Pope has a lot of claims to give us. Introduce a new fashion at court. Honestly, I'm not sure it's worth it. Actually, before I started, I was looking at our grandeur here. We are well on our way to a baseline of 97. Of course, if we do the occasional court events that focus on that one, we're going to be up to 100 grandeur, no problem. Because we are so above, we're 8 levels above our expected court grandeur level, we're getting a lot of nice bonuses from that. I was also kind of debating whether or not we swap over from Scholarly Court to Diplomatic Court. I like the idea of the 2 max personal schemes, particularly as this guy is a diplomat. But the fact that we get the 10% monthly learning lifestyle experience is so good, isn't it? That's really nice. So we could build up Cagliari a little bit more. Yeah, Arborea, we're stuck without windmills, right? Yep, and Tortoli, we're stuck without windmills. We can build some, obviously, sub-buildings. I do think we go down the military route. It's something that I've really wholly ignored. You know, and we've had a very good reason for it. We're such a good diplomat that we've just been able to rely on everybody else. But I can't rely on the Basilius to muscle our way up to House Head. Obviously, we need like 4,000 troops. Bloody hell. But to be fair, obviously, some buildings would build up our levies, and that would... I think somebody said you just have to be simply 10% above the next highest military force in your dynasty. So actually I could... Oh my god, Pan au Chocolat becomes just. Does he really? Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my grandson Pan au Chocolat what he thought. He responded that the sentence was far too harsh for such a small crime. You know what? Sure. What are we educating in you? Or what are we educating you in? Thank you, Yoda. We are going to go with... We're going to go with stewardship. And we're going to go with just. This kid, at the age of 9, has 15 stewardship. This court is going to be amazing. This dynasty is going to be amazing. Hello, my dear friend. I've studied Dwal Volga language after many moons, and I personally penned this missive. Ah, a letter of friendship from a speaker of Greek. Thank you. We would gain a massive amount of stress because we're trusting and compassionate. We believe that he's doing this for a great reason. We're already very, very good friends with him. It wouldn't suit him to suddenly be rude to his friends, right? We're not going to build up the fashion in court for a while. Not until I'm happy that we are firmly in control here. The Pope is having a tournament in Soana. The Pope's tournament is what killed Meringue, the plump. To be fair, though, Meringue did buy a religious outfit and probably get shot down by God himself. Actually, on the subject of travel time and things like that, somebody left a comment last episode saying, don't leave grand weddings so close next time, because the travel time... Well, obviously, they were only coming from Byzantium, which isn't really that far. They could take the sea route. But it could cause some issues if they arrive a little bit too late in the future. We don't need the forest guide. Yeah, that's fine. Should we go join the grand tournament? Why not? We're just waiting to build up our military forces, so let's go and have a look. Really, obviously, we're not going to be able to compete in any other combat. We're not going to do much there. Maybe if we could play chess or something like that, we've got something going for us. I want to do it just to see the events that happen at the tournament grounds. At long last, I'm finally home. There's nothing better than arriving back in Cagliari after a long journey. Did we miss the tournament? Oh, we're no longer power sharing. Oh, we came back. Was it cancelled and I totally missed it? Well, you can send me some money then instead to make up for that. You shit. I will use this wealth wisely. He says, buying troops for vanity projects. The vanity project being, you know, me making sure that everybody knows how good I am. Making sure that everybody knows I'm the best Karling. I'm actually going to buy the mangonels. I wasn't so fussed about it because obviously they've got quite a high maintenance cost. But the fact that we get the benefit to them from their station holding is quite nice. 3.9 gold per month. Ooh, let's see what it looks like when they're fully reinforced and the maintenance is back up. A little bit expensive, eh? 12.7 gold per month. Yeah, I can deal with that. I think that's absolutely fine. Right, okay, so we're up to 3,500. What was our house head again? Like 4,700? 4,500 for Duchess Jutta. That's annoying. She's got 600 light horsemen. She's got a lot of man-at-arms to her credit. She's done a great job there. I can't argue with it. Obviously, we can afford this. It's just whether or not we would rather be using that money on something that isn't so vain. If we upgrade the hunting grounds, we get some troops. 25 troops. It's not massive, I will admit, but it's also bringing a little tax. I think maybe I will try and keep us above plus 10 monthly income. That way we can still do something with the money that we've got. Actually, are there any good claims? Just have a quick look here. Preferably looking for somewhere in Sicily. Verona, West Franconia. Nothing that I can see. No, nothing that I can see that. Okay, fair enough. What would we be looking for? It's just called the Duchy of Sicily. Dude died to the second became the dynasty head. Hello. How are you looking? 4,800. Wow. Okay, I get it. You know, I get that we're going to have to try and get back up there a little bit. Wolfgang wants to forge us a mace. We really should try and get some personal artifacts at some stage. Murder holes and priest holes. Oh dear. A pallid individual looks as if she spent her entire life skulking underground is lurking in my throne room. We are trusting. I'm not sure whether that would make him less believing everybody is out there to murder him, or more likely to trust that this person might be able to give us some useful things. Secret escape passages for 135 gold. For 5 years. Ooh. It's the core grandeur I'm really interested in, to be honest. Scheme discovery chance up by 5%. That could be quite good, I suppose. Obviously, we're not getting any stress, so I think any option is a totally suitable one for this character. Look at that. Court grandeur level 10. Very nice. A twist and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. God knows I cursed the day I met Duke Berengar, who has died. Not that we have to worry about stress anyway, because we are rock solid here. Befriend scheme. I think this guy's been a pretty solid diplomat, much like his father before him. I think we'll start maybe befriending, what do you think, the Pope? I think he's a pretty good option. And look, we have reason to want to befriend the Pope. He's our immediate neighbor. He's one of the few rulers that we share a land border with that we're already on good terms with the Holy Roman Emperor plus 100 opinion. So we'll try and win the Pope over because it makes sense. And, I mean, it's a good person to have in your pocket, right? You are in debt. Yes, I am. Hello, Meringue II demands a council position. I can make you spy master. And he is less likely to kill us because he's not going to risk becoming a kinslayer over that, right? Hello. Oh, speaking of which, the Holy Roman Emperor would like to marry my daughter, Princess Cecilia of Sardinia, to his son. No, that's not his son. That's his grandson. Would we get an alliance with that? It will not result in an alliance. It's your... I mean, it's fine. Obviously, the prestige is fine. Do we want to keep her at court as breeding stock, which is a horrible way to talk about your own daughter? I'm not really sure. I think, you know what? You could do a lot worse. Let's go for it. You know what? Fine. Okay. That's okay. Hello, I've been searching and searching. Pope Calestinus and I seem to have absolutely nothing in common. Yes, redouble your efforts. Redouble your efforts. Let's prove how good of a diplomat you really are, my friend, because you've got the great relationships with all these really, really powerful characters. Biscotti has become impatient, sadly. It's not good, is it? Hostile scheme power is up. Travel speed is up. That's about the only real benefit to it. Prestige is up. Expedite schemes decision. So we can either go for impatient, shy, or gluttonous. I don't like any of these at all. I guess impatient then. They're not great. They are not great at all. On the plus side, we get prestige and we get travel speed. This kid wants to prove himself. He wants to prove how glorious he is, and he wants to do it quickly. All right, then. Fine. That'll be quite a fun part of your character. We can do something with that, I think. Oh, this Pope's a hard nut to crack, eh? After learning that the Pope would be guesting at a manor in the city of Rome, I decided it'd be a perfect occasion to meet with him. When we departed, I could swear he sent me one of the foulest glances I've ever seen. Damn. Okay, I mean, we could swap over to just swaying the old guy. 23%. He's a hard guy to win over, eh? Obviously, you know, when you take out money and whatever else, you're lowering opinion, so it's a bit more of a mechanic than with your regular character. I'm pretty sure we could probably befriend Berthold, though, huh? 92% chance. Then we're friends with the Basilius and the Holy Roman Emperor. I like that a lot. I think that's much more becoming of our station. Maybe he'll make us house head. I know he's not allowed to do that. Okay. Ooh. Yes, approach him directly. Good idea. Let's go see him. To our budding friendship. You've already got 100 opinion. We haven't got to worry about that. Man, these troops are expensive, eh? Maybe I do want to invest in somewhere else first. Small hill fort. Does that give us any troops? It gives us garrison, which isn't really what I'm after here. I don't just want to build levy buildings to try and become househead. That's such a waste of a building slot. Hill farms give 0.3 per month. What do they do at the highest level? Defender advantage, supply limits, development growth. It's not terrible. I presume some of these buildings are just objectively better if you've played for a significant amount of time. Warrior lodges are quite nice for the station bonuses, aren't they? You know what? Let's stick to earning a little bit more cash on the side here. Ooh, hello, my son Biscotti. Get out of the way. My son Biscotti is more likely to receive a good education due to her tutelage. Okay, and now for the other less important child. Princess Cecilia of Sardinia has become a charismatic negotiator. 20 diplomacy as well. These kids are great. They're all fantastic. Okay, and Pano Chocolat, who he's got just ambitious and pensive. This kid is fantastic. And he's been educated in stewardship, right? Yeah, very good. You were always there for me, and I hope you know I'm grateful. My grandson, Pano Chocolat, approached me in a rare moment of contemplation. That's what it means to be a guardian. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because we're honest and compassionate. We'd be like, yeah, no, that's the least we could do for you, lovely grandson. Much appreciated. Thank you for being such a great character. What a good kid. How are we doing, then, in terms of cultural relations? 36%. We're getting there. We are almost there. Each friend's at minus 5%. There's not really much point, is there? But why not? Fair enough. Stress is really not something this guy's had to worry about. We've only taken a little bit more on where the where the Pope turned us down. My wife, Queen Catherine, is once again absent from our chambers as night falls. Do you have another Catherine, or whoever removed will be watched, or she would never disrespect the sanctity of our marriage? We're trusting. So you know what? She would never disrespect the sanctity of our marriage. And look at that. We have made friends with Emperor Berthold. Very good. You can form alliances with friends, right? If you have a particular perk. I don't remember. Could we request a claim on Sicily? Let's just see. Does the Pope like us? I mean, King Guy was our previous character's friend, so I wouldn't do that just out of... He would not accept. You're already a king or an emperor, of course. I don't want the Kingdom of Sicily. I just want the Duchy of Sicily, if I'm allowed to take that. We're not. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. It was worth a look, I think. Otherwise, we're going to have to start fabricating claims eventually. Maybe something for the next character. That's something for Biscotti, given that this kid is going to be a mighty warrior. What did you just gain? Biscotti is arrogant, or he can become compassionate, or he can become callous. Arrogant gives prestige, lower opinion of liege vassals, lower scheme secrecy, lower opinion of humble characters. Oh, he's naturally gifted, but he's becoming very ignorant in his upbringing here. A spoiled brat through and through. Compassionate, though, is, you know, obviously what Pain au Chocolat has. Doesn't really befit this character. Callous. Intrigue, dread gain, tyranny, dread decay. Maybe we go callous. What do you think? I think we're going to go... A spit on him, beat him, he deserves nothing less. That's the thing. Our current character, being a compassionate man, wouldn't... I don't think he'd be happy with that. I'm just going to go with arrogant. I'm going to go with arrogant, and we're going to just let him cook. I think he's going to come out very good either way. 15, martial at the age of 11. I think we're fine. Hello, Emperor Berthold has dedicated a poem to me. Ah, 67% chance the poem is lauded. I'd certainly hope it was lauded. Damn, Emperor. Can't trust these guys. Let's start some bowmen. Come on, I want to be house head today. This is ridiculous. Maybe Mangonauts are probably the worst investment just for trying to become house head, I suppose. Maybe leave those by the side next time and just go for the pikeman and everything else. We've got to be close. 3761. We're still like 1,000 short, though, aren't we? 4,427. How can you people afford this? I'm going to need like 5,000 troops minimum. God damn. To be fair, why don't we, oh, Pain au Chocolat gains a trait honest. Yeah, I like that. I think that suits him. Biscotti hurt himself, but fortunately Pain au Chocolat ran outside and grabbed the nearest door, admitting that they had broken into the armory. Yeah, okay, keep honest then. That's very kind of you, and we appreciate that type of behavior. Or at least, you know, current guy would appreciate that behavior. Hello, Count Cyprian III's grand wedding. No, I'm sorry. We're saving up for a lot of big plays here, my friend, and though I appreciate that, a little bit far off. Oh, hello. The more I study the art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relations with my neighbors are. That's exactly what I said about the Pope. Who do we want to impress then? We've got Countess Clemencia. We've got Count Aldebert or Count Jordan. Who's got the most troops? That'll be Count Aldebert. Hello, my friend. Count Aldebert around you. Ah, he will arrive shortly. Very good. Oh, I'm not prepared for this. That better not cost me any money. Hello there. The charming Count Aldebert is finally here. Tonight we will have the feast to welcome our foreign guests. I've been hard at work with everything, with the planning and preparation. Everything is almost ready, and I have to add the final touch. Shall we throw in a few specialties from Anjou? 68% chance he feels at home. Just more of everything. Spend 70 gold on it. Or, we're not risking anything by last-minute changes. Let's take the gamble. Hey, he feels right at home. Very nice. I would like to show my guest, Count Aldebert, the cultural highlights of Sardinia. Would he prefer a dance or a church? He's a reveler. He's a reveler and a sinner. So let's have a dance. He did, in fact, enjoy the dance. This is kind of a cool event. I don't think I've seen this one before. Your wife is a fine woman, Count Aldebert says whilst ponderously swallowing the cup of spiced wine. His eyes are set on Catherine, who's seated further down the table. Sorry, is this a pineapple on the door type situation? My dear King Pain au Chocolat, do I have permission to arrange a private audience with Lady Catherine? Nothing untowards, of course, just a simple dinner in my chambers. He is lustful. But we are trusting. So look, we'll just do it. Fine. After what can only be described as a thoroughly pleasant visit, Count Aldebert and his retinue are about to depart. Before the Count steps into his carriage, he clasps your hands and expresses his gratitude. I assure him he is more welcome to visit again. That is fantastic. And we got another diplomacy unlock. Very good. 30% befriend scheme power with Flatterer. Now, hang on. Isn't there one that lets you form alliance? Am I going mad or am I losing my mind? Thoughtful. Ducal conquest. Each alliance grants, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Flexible truces, false vassalage. I'm not sure. I thought there was a way to organize alliances with your friends, because that would be very good for this character. Ah, more money from the Pope. Excellent. Thank you, Pope. Much obliged. We could found a holy order. That'd be quite nice to have on the island. Something else kind of under our thumb here. I think I'm going to go to... Man, even swaying the Pope's still kind of crappy, and we can't befriend him again, or can't attempt to befriend him again for another, like, 20, 30 years, so we're not going to be doing that one. Friendly game against the Pope? Wager fortune. What the hell? Why is the Pope so willing to gamble? That doesn't seem very befitting of the Pope. That's something we should look into, especially when we eventually get a genius character. Might be a nice way to make some money on the side. I've never done it before. Right now, I would like to keep this money for building up our forces, but when we're comfortably house-head and, you know, everything's kind of good on that front, maybe then I'd be happy to throw some cash into trying that out, because I've never done it before. Kind of interested what we can get from that. How are we looking then? 4,563. We've got to be so close to househead at this point, right? This has got to be it. And then, pretty much simultaneously, if I'm not mistaken, Sardinian's up to 39% acceptance. We've almost done it. This is fantastic. Okay, thicker than water then. Personal scheme against family members up by 25%. We might be able to do some stuff with that, because we do have some landed family members, like our nephew up there. Sure, we can... And I believe Venice is a family member, right? Oh, no. Serene Doge. Oh, I guess it's a republic. Yeah, fair enough. Hello, Royal Court visit. Let's have a look. Kingophile. Oh, dear. Our new faces wander around the court, occasionally giggling and jumping up and down on the spot when she glances some artwork representing French ways. There is something off about this visitor. I cannot help but genuflect before you. I've devoted my life in Constantinople to appreciating the culture of French. Oh, she's a weeb. I only speak in French, eat French, roast swan. I've studied the blade in French fashion. Very good. My family banned me from our home, claiming that if I cannot do anything but obsess over the kingdom of Sardinia, I should live there instead. This is flattering, but somewhat violating. Or someone so enthusiastic to join our court. Or, how dare you copy my mace? Take it off of her. She is... does she actually speak... No, she doesn't even speak our language, which is very, I suppose, appropriate for a weeb. Sure, this is flattering, but somewhat violating. How very weird. I haven't seen that one either. I feel like there's loads of events I haven't seen before. To be fair, I played a lot of Elder Kings, and that was about it. Oh. Catherine has oozing blisters on her most private parts. She has a disgusting affliction. We can either say, get out of my bed, you treacherous amorosa. We are compassionate, though. I forgive you, Catherine. We are going to gamble on the lover's pox. I wonder how such a thing could have happened. Oh, Biscotti and his compatriot Melisandre have broken into the armory. Honest or... You should have kept playing. Melisandre is expendable. Oh, I don't think we would do that. That doesn't suit our character at all. He's compassionate and trusting. Honest is quite nice. Yeah, okay. I like this character to have a sprinkle of nicety about him, because he's been kind of an arrogant little shithead up until now. Let's keep going with it. How are we looking? 0.69 per year on cultural acceptance. We are almost there. Come on. Come on. This is driving me mad. There you go. 40%. Right. So in theory, we can just do that now, right? So if we say Sardinian culture, form hybrid culture, boom. Would you look at that? Sardino-French. I like that one. Purple. Let's go with purple. This is color of royalty, after all. Do we want ceremonious, which gives monthly prestige up by 10%, title creation cost down by 50%, house opinion plus 5, and court's grandeur plus 5. Minority vassal opinion, so different cultures down by minus 10, or communal. Same culture mercenary hire is down by 15%, close families up by 5. Oh my god, but communal gives building construction time and construction cost reductions. And I like that one a lot. So I think we're going to roll with communal rather than ceremonious. I like that. I think that's really nice. Do you want Frankish or Latin? Oh, Latin would be kind of fun. It's just Latin heritage, isn't it? Oh, I'm not sure. Frankish obviously is Germanic, historically. I guess we could go with Latin, given that we're in the Mediterranean. I think that makes a bit more sense. Our language is either we can stick with French or take Sardinian Volga. I guess we'll take... we'll stick with the language we've got currently then. Fine. And we'll just flip our heritage over a little bit. We're going to take 3 Sardinian innovations. Acceptance of French and Sardinians will be 100%. Very nice. So we got battlements, household soldiers, and armillary sphere. We need to be focusing on windmills, like the second we make this, but that's fine. Traditions. Pick up to 7 traditions from each culture, 6 selected. So these are just what we can choose to disable them, right? So we've got defensive war acceptance up by 10. Lots of prestige and benefits from defending. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Chanson de Guest allows a culture to unlock the valley's innovation. Poet's trait has additional bonuses. Poet trait is more common. Martial education trait's more valued. That's fun. Bombling Squire, Competent Knight, Formidable Banneret, and Famous Champion are more valued. Aspiring Blade Master traits are more valuable. Content and Craven are looked down upon. Knights are more prone to injury during battle. Wow. Can hold jousts. Yeah, that's fun. I like that a lot. And, of course, French cultural bonuses means you can build paladins at the stables. Rulers with poor education traits, such as Indulgent Wastrel, are distrusted. Okay. More holding construction costs. That's fun. I like that. Reductions, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't like that at all. Isolationist isn't ideal, but it gives control growth benefits. Oh, I'm not sure that I'm going to keep Isolationist. Idle courtiers are less likely to become wanderers if their lieges are the same culture. Of course, the less traditions we pick, the cheaper it is to pick future traditions, right? And I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this one. Very likely to arrange marriages outside of their own culture. Marriage and cultural acceptance is minus 50. We lose 25% diplomatic range, but we gain same cultural opinion and control growth. I'm going to get rid of Isolationist. Religious patronage gives extra piety from temple hoardings. We gain renown whenever we build temple hoardings. That's fine. But again, harkens back to Brother Baguette. And then chivalry. More knight bonuses. Yeah, I love this idea so much. And I'm alright to get rid of Isolationist then. We don't get any sort of cost reduction or anything like that, but let's do it. We've become the new head of Sardino-French culture. Spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the French and Sardinian people have grown increasingly close to a new age, a new era, and a new people. Fantastic. Arborea didn't flip over. And neither did... Which one's cultures? Here we are. Neither did that very top county in Sardinia. Whatever that one is called, Bastia. And then obviously that one is under France, so we'll try and take that one back at some point. Oh, it's called a Sardinia Corsica now? Sardinia e Corsica. That's cool, because of course it's Latin instead. Okay. Fair enough. Change your aesthetic tradition. Oh, that's interesting. We also have the option to unify Italy. I'm going to, of course, keep going with secure the Mediterranean, because I think that's a bit more fun. Okay, interesting. So now that we're cultural head, we want to pick... we can also just diverge and throw in a new one, right? A new tradition. I actually don't remember. Oh, we have to replace an old one. Oh, no. Oh, I should have kept the other one then and just swapped it out. Oh, I had no idea. Well, that's frustrating. I thought that it would give us... we'd be able to take another one for cheaper. Well, that's all right. Whatever. I didn't want it either way. It wasn't that good in my opinion. Fine. Okay. So let's go over to innovations. And what are we after again? Windmills, right? Windmills. Okay. How long is that going to take? 25 years. My God. What are we... Okay. So we've got all the early medieval innovations that we can get. Obviously all of the tribal stuff. What's the current fascination? I have no idea. What is our current cultural fascination? Sorry. There it is. Romanesque art. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. It's to be discovered about 203 years. Oh, no, hang on. Whoa. Sorry, what's it called? It's not cultural fascination. Ignore me. It's the one that you get from having a border. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm sticking with windmills either way, so it's really just totally irrelevant. Right, now the only thing left to do then is to... I'm going to ignore that for the time being, so I'm not entirely sure what that would do for us. Just as what, like, change our clothes, our appearance? We are going to stick with building up our army a little bit more, because we are almost house head. I don't know if the previous house head has to die. I'm not going to kill anyone. Certainly not going to kill anyone. Sorry, did our man-at-arms size become enormous? Oh, my knight sooner has brought forward undeniable evidence that my granddaughter was fathered by none other than him. Princess Cecilia. Oh, absolutely disgusting. My daughter. Whoa, I didn't name her after a delicious food. She's been the only member of the dynasty not to. Maybe that's why she's lashing out. Maybe that's why she's acting out. Oh. Maybe I only have myself to blame. I raised her wrong. That's totally on me. Okay, how are we looking? Show me that house head. 4,430. Surely we are almost there. Ah. Your careful education and guardianship of Biscotti planted the seeds of a lasting friendship. That's quite nice. I like that one. Keep building. Never stop. Bad officers. Now, what I was going to say is maybe we should swap over our martial characters to reduction of cost for the army, because shit's expensive, eh? I've been receiving an increasing amount of the amount of reports about the brutality of my officers stationed in Cagliari. Oh. Replace some of the commanders. Yeah, kick them out because we're compassionate. It's more stressful if we don't do anything. Get rid of them. Did that say bad officers replaced? Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Popular opinion increase, control growth increase. That's good. We could have got a negative outcome from that, so I'm happy with it. Your dynasty is a lot mostly fair. Oh, no. Popular opinion +5. Hunt and feast cost down by 30%. Actually, I do want to, when I eventually become dynasty head, which will be very soon, I actually want to, oh, sorry, I thought that was down activities. I want to start going down activities, because I think that's just a lot more interesting to take a look at. Again, maybe also patronage too. Man, there's so many of these now, isn't there? Whoa, and obviously some that we don't have access to as well, like the Viking one, isn't there? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you instead are going to organize the army and reduce a little bit of this cost, because this is bloody expensive trying to be the guy in control. Friendly council. Each friend gives you 2 random skill points. We're currently 20, 10, 22, 2, 16. Went up to 20, 12, 22, 6, and 20. Whoa. We got a lot of learning from that one. 2 lots of learning, 1 lot of intrigue, and then I think it was 1 lot of martial, right? Not bad. Definitely a fantastic character. I mean, 3 stats above 20, and this guy's only just intellectual. It's pretty impressive. Oh, sweet. Queen Catherine just became an architect. Man, she's got some really cool traits as well. Look at that. Oh. Creme brulee. Oh my god, we lost our alliance with the Basilius because she died. How did she die? She died in childbirth. No. She did not deserve this. But overwhelmed by stress. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. Okay. Look, well, let's repair some stuff here. I've been so caught up in trying to become house head. A lot of our other things here need fixing up. Let's get that repaired. How much is this one? 75. Bloody hell. Torrential grief. Oh dear. Is he going to fall down this? This is the problem with being so compassionate, loving to your family. Are we going to go down the same route as his father, King Meringue? Gain the trait drunkard, lose 35 stress. It's hard, but Catherine can help me get through this. Confide in his wife. I think that's quite nice. And this guy is trusting. I think confider and trusting really go hand in hand. Ooh. Hello. Emperor Butthole of the Holy Roman Empire wants Biscotti and Prince Heinrich to meet up. Fantastic. Okay, cool. We're not going to offer to influence this. We're just going to send Biscotti off to the court. Interesting. Oh, they became friends. Prince Heinrich and Baguette Karling became friends. Look at that. 300 diplomacy lifestyle experience. 750 renown. Ah, he was treated graciously by his host, who praised our family on many occasions during Biscotti's stay. Things between him and Biscotti went even better than expected. The two have become inseparable. Also probably insufferable. Probably 2 spoilt brats. That is the... sorry, is he in line to inherit? He is. That's the next emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, well, that's fantastic. This is so good. This is all going so well. Something's got to go horribly wrong very soon, hasn't it? Pan au Chocolat became a thrifty clerk. I'm actually tremendously disappointed by that. To say that he had so much promise. But he can join the council and he can build up his skills on the council and get some more of those... just basically get some more... what is it? The courtier experience traits. Like his wife has got. Domain tax up by 11.87%. That's fine. And unsurprisingly, we got lover's pox. The burning sensation in my groin was growing so unbearable. I had to excuse myself and flee to my chambers. Finally, I found I could scratch myself to find relief. Catherine! Unbelievable. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Side effect of his compassion, really, isn't it? Is he doing all right, though? How's the stress looking? It's okay. We can still get by here. How long until I become house head, though? That's what I'm... forget about the lover's pox a second. Hold on, I would like to be house head. I've spent the entire fortune on this. Court grandeur is now at level 9. No. Why have you done that? I mean, I can't invest in anything else, right? We've got the highest investment going here. Where's court level? Oh, we've just fallen below level 10. That's very annoying. What's our baseline then? 74. Oh. We've got to try and do something to crank this back up, haven't we? Have we got any decisions? Interestatic tradition. You know what? Let's have a look. Let's see what it does. You became the new head of the Karling dynasty. You're goddamn right I did. Oh, we can change to Islamic aesthetic if we want to. Right. How odd. Why is it even giving us that option? Is that just because we've changed... We've changed cultural group, I presume. Fair enough. Okay. Well, look, obviously, secure the Mediterranean should be, yeah, high priority anyway. I would like to go for something like Strength and Bloodline. I don't think I've ever done it before in Crusader Kings. I think this dynasty is very nice, you know. I think this dynasty is very suited to doing that. Let's have a chat with Pano Chocolat. I can feel my thoughts calming down. And we made a friend. It's a nice side effect. Honestly, I like the confident, the confident trait. I presume there are some negatives to it. I presume if you confide in the wrong person, they could potentially use it against you and have you horribly murdered. Oh, shit. I've got to save up. I've got to save up for my... artifacts to be repaired. Pano Chocolat can get married. Okay, let's have a look and see if we've got any inheritable traits. Princess Euphrasia of the Byzantine Empire. Well, would not result in an alliance. Who is this? This is... Why are you a princess? What's going on with that then? Oh, so you are just the Byzantine Emperor's daughter. Why would that not result in an alliance? Oh. How strange. Okay. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. He is second in line. So I don't think I want to... I think I want to keep him close. I think I want to keep him at court. And I think I want to maybe try and find a genius to marry him off to. Because he's so high up there. He's so close to the top of the list. Chitana Debari, we'd be waiting a while on that one. Maybe we just go for intelligent then instead. Sort by maybe alliance power. She's just a daughter of a count. Ugh. Wow. Are we going to lose? Yeah, we're not going to gain any prestige for that one. Hard to say. Hard to say. Maybe I will just go for a different heritable trait altogether, but try and, again, keep him at court a little bit. We could go for that Byzantine princess. She'll move here after all, right? We can marry him off. Non-matrilineally to the Queen of Denmark. Oh, she's 45. That's why. So they're probably not going to have any kids, so they wouldn't be in line to inherit anyway. Fair enough. I'm just going to stick with that inheritable trait. Sorry, let's stick with that one. Let's go by prestige gain. And let's go with Princess Euphrasia. Why not? She's got robust, she's got lustful, she'll come here. Everything's fine, and he'll stay in our court, more importantly. Excellent. Your grandson, Pano Chocolat, will marry my mother, Euphrasia. Thank you, tiny child. You're very skilled to pen such a complicated letter at your age. Hey, I'm happy with this, though. It was slow going today, I will admit, but the fact that we've got our own culture that now we're in charge of and that we can drive in whatever direction we want, coupled with the fact that we're now the house head, too, so we have full control over what we're able to spend all that renown on, especially because I think we're probably the one throwing a lot of renown into the dynasty. Look at that. We've just got sound foundations, giving 1 random skill point for each living child, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think I'm happy just to stick with what we've got. I think we just... Oh, we can also put for more money. Thank you, fella. I think I'm happy just to keep playing it small here for a little while. Just keep building up a great foundation ready for Biscotti. This is what I'm most interested in. Should we at least end today's episode on seeing how he comes out? It's 1 more month. Let's see if this was all worth it. Oh. Oh. With his coming of age, my tuition of Biscotti is at an end. Oh my god, he also got famous champion. As an active and enthusiastic child, it's no surprise that Biscotti has done well in his studies of war and combat. It's impressive to see someone in such skill in someone so young. He displays a level of insight that's rare even among veteran commanders. Queen Catherine's contribution towards Biscotti's education cannot go unnoticed. Her guidance has helped this child reach further than I ever could. He gains brilliant strategist, famous champion, and Reaver. 23 martial. Not that we can do much with Reaver, sadly. But that is superb. Famous champion for prowess, prestige, same culture. He's a paragon of Sardino-French warrior practices. What a kid. Arrogant, impatient, and honest. So probably a little bit abrasive, for lack of a better word. Famous champion of brilliant strategist. What a guy. What a guy. Wow. Who are we going to marry him off to? There's a lady who's pretty and giant. That could be quite good. I do want to start working up towards... Oh, what about her? Baguette Scully's daughter, Ingling. She is beautiful. And beautiful and genius would tick that off quite nicely. Then all we've got to do is get Herculean, right? And then we're good. That's got to be the King of Norway's daughter, right? Or just a high-up Duke of Norway's daughter. Fine. Okay. Honestly, I'm alright with that. It's pretty prestigious. She's a good She's got some inheritable stuff. She's got pretty good stats. Look at that. Oh, this kid. I'm impressed. I'm happy. I think this has all gone so well. Thank you for joining me today. What fantastic progress. I'm not sure whether I'll pre-record next episode because I'm very busy this weekend going out for my birthday and stuff like that. So I'll probably start work on next episode a little bit before this episode comes out. So it'll probably be 2 days of catching up with comments just after that. Thank you all for bearing with me regardless. See you all next time. Wow.